Hi, Ada here. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the 5 unpopular truths you must know as a melanin, as a black person, in order for you to be successful and reach happiness. We're going to start with the number 1 unpopular truth. Identity. Why is that? I'm going to give an example about my own experience as a melanin person, black person, growing up in Africa, my beautiful and amazing and powerful continent. Identity. You have to understand something. In order for you to truly know yourself, you have to start by understanding that you don't. Because the moment you can be ignorant about who you are going to allow yourself to learn about who you truly are and to learn about where you want to go in life. Unfortunately, a lot of African melanin people struggle with their identity because we have been listening for years and centuries. We have been listening how other people tell us who to be, who not to be, what to do, what not to do. And we listen to all of those narratives, all of those information, we listen to them consistently. That if you don't have a sense of who you truly are as a melanin person, you are not going far in life. Do you know why? Because if you don't know your roots, where are you going? Imagine a tree without the roots. That tree is a dead tree. The same applies to you. In order for you to truly know who you are, to know your identity, you have to start by answering this question. Who were you before society told you who to be? I'm going to ask you again. Who were you before society told you who to be? Because unfortunately, a lot of people define themselves based on other people's opinion, define themselves based on what social media said, define themselves based on what religion says, define themselves based on what the politician says, define themselves based on the circumstances or based on the things that are happening to them right now. None of those things are you. And until you don't break that mental limitation, it's a limitation, because if you only see yourself as what your parents have told you, your friends have told you, you have read in the books or social media, you are not going to live a life free of limitations. Because all of those things are social constructs, are things that are going to put you in a box. Because if you define yourself as other people define you, oh, I'm this way because my mom said I'm this way. I'm this way because my dad said I'm this way. I'm this way because my parents. Or because social media. Because of religion. Because of what I did in the past. Because of politicians. If you define yourself based on what other people have told you about you, especially you, a melanin person, you are not going far in life. You must break all of those limitations to see yourself as a powerful being. You had to break the limitation to see yourself more than what your school tell you, more than what television tell you, more than what social media tell you, more than what your parents tell you, more than what your siblings tell you, more than what your friends, more than what people around you or far from you can tell you. Because you are the only ones who know yourself. Nobody knows you more than you know yourself. Nobody spends most time with yourself more than yourself. So why will you define yourself based on how other people see you? Based on what other people have told you about you? Unlearn all the lies about your identity, about your roots you have been programmed to believe. And as a melanin person, if you want to truly discover, or if you are curious to truly know about your roots and know about your potential, the power you have, as a melanin person, I will recommend you to do your research on, I will name 3 people, but there is more. You go on YouTube right now, pause this video, go on YouTube and find about Dr. Joseph. He wrote the book named The Black Man of the Nile. Learn about Bobby Henrik. Learn about Henrik Clarke. If you can just Google those 3 things and you start learning and being curious about truly find out your identity, because you will be surprised of how many melanin people walk in life without knowing the roots, without knowing their story. Not the story you read on the books or they're going to tell you in high school or university. No, you have to be curious to know about your true story, because best believe you will be surprised about all the lies, about all the wrong information about all our story that is in the books that everybody knows about, history books. Because do not forget that the person who wrote history is the person who win the war. If you and I go in a war and you win, the books you are going to write are going to be books that talk about how great, how powerful you are. Because I'm dead, so I cannot speak, I cannot say, I cannot show my power. But since you are the one who win the war, your books are going to say everything that you did good and are going to say everything that I did bad. Because you are going to want to portray an image of superiority, and you will make me look inferior in all the books you are going to write, which is something that happened, for example, in slavery. Think about it. The people who succeed or who excel or who gain the war and all of that are the ones who wrote the story. And if I want you to see me as a powerful, as a superior being, I'm not going to tell you all the horrible and negative things I did to you and to your people. I'm not going to tell you that. Because if I did, you are not going to see me as superior. You're going to see me as a horrible person because the actions I did. And because in the books, I'm not going to tell you all the horrible things I did when I came to your lands. In the books, I'm not going to tell you how powerful, how superior, how strong, how wise, how intelligent you are. Because if I tell you that you are powerful, I no longer have power over you. But in the process of slavery, for example, for melanin people, that's what they did, right? They make us forget who we are so they can tell us who to be. That's why I start this video with identity. A lot of melanin people, my brothers and sisters, struggle with knowing or with being confident in their own skin, being confident in their own hair. And you can see how many queens, melanin king you see around that don't like their skin or they hate their hair. Because why? Because they tell them Afro is ugly, Afro is nasty, Afro is not beautiful. You have to have hair that go down. You can have natural hair. And because a lot of my people struggle with identity, a lot of my people are going to do things just to fit in, are going to do things just to be part of a race, of a group. And I'm here to tell you, you don't need to do nothing on your body naturally. You don't need to change your hair to feel powerful, to feel beautiful, or to feel good enough. You don't need to envy any other race. You don't need to see yourself as inferior because you are not. I'm going to name the same names I said before. I'm going to also put those names in the description of this video. Learn about Dr. Joseph. Learn about Bobby Henrik. Learn about Dr. Henrik Clarke, Professor Kaba. Google those names and start seeking your own identity. Start seeking to know the truth about your roots, the truth about who you are. And I'm going to ask you again, who were you before society told you who to be? Because a lot of you out here, you are not who you want to be. You are who social media, who your parents, who your ex who religion, who politicians have told you who to be. And all of those things are going to put you in a box. All of those things are only going to limitate you. You have to break those limitations and figure out who you are and spend time alone. Spend time in solitude. You will not know yourself by being around billions and thousands of people. You will not know yourself if you don't even listen to yourself. How many of you can be alone and be comfortable being alone? How many of you can go on a date just with yourself? How many of you can vibe alone? How many of you are perfectly comfortable being alone? How many of you? By you being alone and you watching out the type of thoughts, you're going to get to know who you are. You spend time with yourself. You take care of yourself. You respect yourself. You talk to yourself. If you don't know who you are, if you are not confident on your skin, if you are not confident in your body, if you are not confident about who you are going to become whoever anybody can tell you to become. If you are not confident on who you are, anybody can tell you who to be. And I'm going to ask you the same question again. Who were you before society told you who to be? Next, self-governing. Self-governing, which means you can understand this as taking ownership of your life, taking control of your life. And when I'm talking about self-governing, it covers self-love, self-respect, self-discipline, self-confidence, self-respect. Everything about self, everything about you, you must be in control of it. You must be you must be your own government, right? So you can be in control, so you can be in charge of yourself. So you can take control of your life, control of your actions, control of your thoughts, control of your feelings, control of your behaviors. You control yourself. And because if you can control yourself, nobody else is going to come and control you. Take ownership with your life. If you want to succeed beyond, or if you want to accomplish something greater, you must be willing to control yourself. In the part of success, you are going to need, it is a must, self-discipline. If you don't have self-discipline, your goals, your dreams are never going to come to reality. Do you know why? Because self-discipline is going to allow you to keep trying, to keep going. No matter if you fail, no matter if you are in pain, no matter if you are struggling. Because how many of you, you say you have goals, you say you have dreams, but the moment you fail or the moment you are in pain, you're going to stop. You are going to quit. You are going to give up. That's not how it is. Self-discipline, you need it. It is a must. Because guess what? You are in a world in where everything is not about you. You are not in control of everything, but you are in control of yourself. You cannot control other people, but you can control yourself. You cannot control the weather, but you can control yourself. You cannot control the circumstances you are in, but you can control your attitude toward those circumstances. Are you in control of your life? Are you the one making decisions for yourself? Are you thinking, are you using your own brain, your own mind to think for yourself? Because if you cannot think for yourself, then you are a slave. Absolutely. Because if you cannot think for yourself, then somebody else is using your mind. Then somebody else is in charge of your mind. And whoever is in charge of your mind, that person is your owner. So remove all the power you have give other people over your life, and you take the power on your own life. Be the owner of your thoughts. Be the owner of your life. Be the owner of your belief. Think about it. How many melanin people cannot think for themselves? cannot use critical thinking. How many melanin people out there are just reacting? Oh, they say this, I'm going to do that. Oh, they say this, I'm going to... They don't take time to think. Think before you act. Because if you don't think before you act, you might regret your actions. Those actions might lead you in the wrong path. Think for yourself. Take control. And this as well involves not blaming nobody. Do not blame nobody. Nobody, absolutely. I know at the beginning I give the example of slavery, right? Slavery process. However, regardless of what happened to you in the past, of what other people have done to you in the past, is on you to create the life you want for yourself. Because guess what? You blaming slavery, blaming your friends, blaming the government, blaming your family, blaming the weather, blaming the politician, blaming YouTube, blaming me, blaming other people, or blaming external circumstances about the way your life is not going to change nothing. Instead of you pointing the finger at other people for why you are not happy, why you are not successful, why you are not at peace, why you are not making money, blame yourself. Instead of blaming other people, blame yourself. Because blaming other people is not going to change your life. But blaming yourself, it is. Instead of you blaming what somebody else did to you, or what somebody else is not doing to you, blame yourself. Blame your mindset, blame your habits, blame your behaviors, blame your attitude, blame your actions. Because if you are not doing nothing to create or to have the life you want for yourself, who are you going to blame? If you are not doing nothing to create the life you want, to be successful, to be stronger, to be happier, to make more money, or to be happier, who are you going to blame? There is nobody to blame. Remember, you are in charge of your life. You are the governor of your life. This also includes remove the victim mentality. That no, it's not your fault. Oh no, it's because of my mom, or because of my country, or because of my president, or because of the weather, or because of my high school, or because of my teammate, or because of my ex. So it's never your fault. Oh, no, I didn't do it. Oh, it's other people. Playing the victim. Stop being a victim and be a victor. Which means use your experiences to empower you. Take the power of your life and take ownership and be honest enough to tell yourself, if I'm happy, it's my fault. If I am broke, it's my fault. If I am successful, it's my fault. If I am making money, it's my fault. If I am failing, it's my fault. If I am unhappy, it's my fault. If I am not achieving my goals, it's my fault. If I am not successful, it's my fault. If I am crying, it's my fault. If I am enjoying, it's my fault. If I am successful, it's my fault. If I am happy, it's my fault. Put the blame, put the responsibility about everything about you on you. Self-governing, govern yourself. Because whenever you put all your energy, all your time, all your attention on you, you are going to grow. And you are going to take ownership because you do understand that it's on you to give yourself the life you want for yourself. If you have goals, it's on you to achieve your goals. It's on you to make yourself successful. Nobody. And you're going to see a lot of melanin people that are expecting other people to, oh no, I'm waiting for my dad, my mom to make me happy. I'm waiting for my boyfriend, my girlfriend to make me happy. Our relationship is not going to make you happy. Because happiness is not outside of you. It's within you. The key to your happiness is not in somebody else's hands. It's on your own hands. You're going to see a lot of melanin people blaming other people. because of how the way the life is. But then when you ask them, what do you do about it? No, I just complain, I just blame, I just make excuses, and that's it. If you are in a situation, right, under circumstances, you can change it. But you're not going to change your life by blaming other people or depending on other people or waiting on other people or expecting from other people. Stop expecting from people and expect from yourself. Demand from yourself. You demand from yourself, expect from yourself. Because you are the boss of your life. You are the CEO of your life. You are the owner of your life. But if you are out here walking as if you are an accident, as if you are not good enough, as if you are not powerful enough, if you walk around life doubting yourself, doubting your potential, whose fault? It's because you lack identity. And since you lack identity, you're going to have the wrong type of self-governing. You're going to sit yourself low. Oh no, I'm not good enough. Oh no, I'm weak. Let me hide myself. What? Melanin child, I'm here to remind you, you are powerful. You are worthy. You are good enough. You can create, you can build the life you want for yourself. You can achieve your goals, you can achieve your dreams. But you are not going to achieve your goals or achieve your dreams by blaming other people or playing the victim or expecting from others. You are going to achieve your goals, your dreams, by you taking ownership of your life. Because you will be surprised of how many melanin people are living in the past. Because something happened to them 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 5 months ago. They are the same because they think they cannot change. Let me tell you, flash news, hello, breaking news. You are under no obligation to keep being the same person you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 months ago, because you are allowed to change yourself. You are allowed to reinvent yourself. And we're going to talk about that in this point. Self-image. Here again, let's go back to here. Self-governing. Have self-love. Oh yes, self-love is a key ingredient to success. If you don't love yourself, you are not going to believe, you are not going to be confident in yourself to know that you can be successful, that you can be happy, that you can make money, that you can change your life. Because if you don't love yourself, you cannot see yourself as a powerful being. You cannot see yourself as an amazing being. You cannot see yourself as this amazing person who has all the goals, all the dreams that you have in your mind. Because you don't love yourself. And most of the time, you struggle to love yourself because you have been listening to what other people have told you. For example, if you grow up in a family that didn't give you love or attention, that was always comparing you to your cousin, to your friends, you're going to think you're not good enough. It's the truth. You got to have self-governing. You have to have self-governing. You got to start loving yourself. No matter, I don't care what people tell you in the past. I don't care how horrible or which negative names other people have given you. You go and love yourself. I don't care if your parents didn't give you love. You learn to love yourself. Because a lot of the lack of self-love, self-confidence can be attached to the way we grow up. Because our childhood affects us drastically. However, no matter how you were raised, no matter what type of treatment, no matter how your parents treat you, good or bad, you are allowed to change yourself. No matter if your parents did not give you love, you can give yourself love. No matter if your parents, your siblings, your cousins, your friends, whoever you grow up with, however your childhood was, anything that you lack when you were a child, when you were a baby, when you were a kid, you can give yourself all of those things as you grow. Your parents didn't love you when you were a child. Well, love yourself. Your parents have never told you that they are proud of you. Well, you go and tell yourself, I am proud of you. Your parents didn't tell you, I love you, I support you, I believe you, I cherish you. Well, you tell that to yourself. Self-governing. Take charge. Be the owner of your life. Here too, I also spoke about self-discipline. I also spoke about consistency. It's everything that includes self-love, self-consistency, self-control, self-confidence, self-discipline. Everything that is about you, make it about you. Put the power on you. Stop giving the power away. Because whenever you are blaming other people, you are giving your power to those people. But if you blame yourself, you are giving the power to yourself. So blame yourself. Blame your mindset. Blame your attitude. Blame your behaviors. Because nobody is stopping you. Nobody is blocking you. Nobody is limiting you. You are the only one blocking yourself. You are the only one limiting yourself. But I'm here to tell you, you are the owner of your life. You are the boss of your life. You are the only one in charge of your life. Your happiness is your responsibility. Your joy is your responsibility. Your success is your responsibility. Your success is your responsibility. Because guess what? Nobody is going to do for you what you cannot do for your own self. Next point. Destroy or challenge the status quo. Status quo are the definitions, right, or the standard that society says that black people do this. Black people are going to become this. Black people supposed to do this. All of those status quo, all the things society has been telling you that you as a melanin person, that's the only thing you can do. You must be willing to challenge that. You must be willing to destroy it. Because if you are trying to live up to this status quo, you are going to be unhappy, miserable. Because you are constantly going to be living, trying to impress others, trying to live based on the standards of other people. No, you live your life based on your own standards. You live your life based on your own beliefs. You live your life based on you, not on other people. Because, for example, globally, what do they say? Oh no, black people, since they have the athletic genes, they can only succeed in sport. Oh, black people, they are so talented, they can only be singers. They know how to dance, they can only dance. Oh, black people, they know how to do hair, so they're only going to be in the makeup, in the hair industry. All of those status quo, you have to break them. All of the stereotypes that they have about black people, you have to destroy, you have to challenge them, because you are under no obligation to live up to somebody else's standards. Because religion say this, I had to do this. Because the politicians say this, I had to do it. Because my friend say this, I had to do it. Because my family say this, I had to do it. Because social media say this, I had to do it. No, you don't have to do nothing that is not aligned with who you truly are as a human being. So society mainly has done a great job at promoting a certain type of image in the black community. Because if you go in the black community, well, at least here in United States of America, if you go here, right, they portray in the black community, the things that they have put there mainly are what? Junk food, alcohol, drugs, entertainment. Junk food, alcohol, drugs, entertainment. That's the thing that society have done a good job in that, at putting all of that thing into the black community. That's why it's not surprised that unfortunately, a lot of melanin queens and kings are only seeking to be entertained. They only want to party, they only want to have fun, they only want to drink, they only want to enjoy life, they only want to be in the beach enjoying, they want to go to the clubs, they want to have tattoos, they want to be drinking. Because since they always seeking entertainment, they're going to think that that's the only thing they're good at. at entertaining themselves and entertaining other people. That's what I tell you. If you want to succeed, you have to be able to destroy all of those status quo. By what? How can you do that? By being educated. Being education. Education is the cure to all the disease in the black community. Education is the cure, is the answer to all the problems in the black community. Because once you are educated, and by the way, I'm talking about education. I am not talking about the education you receive in high school, university, or college, or kindergarten. I'm talking about the education from life. The education from your curiosity, the education from the universe, the education from your own experience. Because whatever you go in school for, that's formation. That's not education. Which, by the way, too, the school system is another thing that is... The school system is not setting you up for independency, success, happiness, and peace. The school system, at least in my opinion, is setting people up to be workers, to be slaves, and to be dependent. Because the school system, they're not going to tell you how to think critically. They're not going to teach you how to think for yourself. They're not going to teach you how to love yourself. They're not going to teach you practical skills that are going to allow you to excel, to be happier, to make billions, trillions. That's why I always recommend anyone to not only rely on their degree, and to not only rely on whatever they learn in school. What you learn in school is formation. Your formation has a due date. Whenever you receive your diploma, that's it. However, you have to seek education. You have to be self-educated. Be curious. There is a lot information, knowledge, tools that you can have. Especially nowadays, that all the information, everything, you have it access to you. Because everything now is online. You have access to the greatest mind. You have access to the greatest ways of doing things. You have access to learn skills that can make you billions. You have access to learn information that can empower you. You have access to learn things that can heal you. But if you are out here being comfortable, only waiting on what the school system is going to teach you, you are going to depend on the school system forever to be successful. As I was saying, destroy the challenges, the status quo. Whatever they think, oh, because you are black, you're supposed to do this. Oh, because you are black, you're supposed to be that. All of those limitations, you have to break them and destroy them. How do you do that? By educating yourself. Because if you are ignorant, if you are stupid, people are going to use you, manipulate you, abuse you, and treat you as a piece of shit. Unfortunately, it's the truth. I have to say it. If you as a melanin person, if you are dumb, if you are stupid, people are going to manipulate you, abuse you, and treat you as a piece of shit. Because an educated person is a person who can think for himself or herself. And the moment you can think for yourself and not think what somebody else wants you to think, you become a dangerous person. Because the moment you can think for yourself, it's going to be hard for anybody to control you. But how many people in the melanin community take time to think for themselves? Take time to question things. Take time to analyze things. Take time to not believe everything they see or everything they heard. How many in the black community? And you're going to see a lot of black queens and kings seeking entertainment. Entertainment is not going to create for you the life you want for yourself, but education will. And also in the black community, we don't need more entertainers. We need thinkers. We need educators. We need thinkers. We need educators, because educators are going to teach you, are going to empower you, are going to show you ways in where you can make your own money without depending or waiting on somebody else. Educators are going to teach you to love yourself, to love your body, to love your skin color, to love your hair. Educators, thinkers are going to empower you to feel confident about who you are, to feel confident that you can acquire, that you can make, that you can have all the money you want. But if I ask you, you as a melanin person, if I ask you about any famous person, right? I don't know, Jay-Z, Chris Brown, Rihanna, Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, you're going to tell me everything about them. But if I ask you about Thomas Sowell, Marcus Garvey, Dr. Francis, does any of those things I just mentioned ring a bell? I bet not. Why is that? Entertainment, right? You're gonna know everything about the celebrities, but how much do you know about yourself? You're gonna put your time, your attention, your energy into the dreams, into the goals of your celebrities. But how many time, how much money, how much attention do you put on your dreams, on your goals? You're gonna do anything. No, because this is the celebrity is gonna have this. Oh my God, that's my celebrity. That's my crush. I have to go to his concert. I have to buy his album. I have to wear his brand. Oh my God, you get excited because of the celebrity. But how excited do you get about your goals? How excited do you get about your life, about your dreams, about the things you can create? How? Can you tell me how? The same way you get excited for that famous person that you don't even know and you will probably never see in your life, start getting excited about you, about your goals, about your dreams, about your idea. And the curious thing is, you're gonna see a lot of melanin kings and queens that complain about not having money to pursue their goals or to pursue their dreams. But those are the same ones who spend money on tickets for concert. They spend money on expensive clothes, expensive shoes. They spend money into going to the place of their favorite star, favorite athlete. They spend money into other things that is not themselves. The greatest investment you can make in your life is to invest in you. Invest in your education. Invest in your skills. Invest in your ability, in your capacities. Invest in your health. Because, for example, let's say you want to make more money. The best way to make more money is by you investing in your ability to make more money. Simple. And also, you're going to see in how, talking about status quo, which is all the BS society put onto the black community, that if you want to be successful, you got to destroy all of those things. They're going to put, oh no. You see how a lot of melanin people who spend money on luxury brands, right? They spend money to look rich, right? They spend money because they want to look rich, they want to smell good. But how many spend money on thinking good? How many spend money on feeling good? Because it's easy to fix body, right? To fix your flesh. This is your flesh. To fix your body to look beautiful, to look shiny, to smell good. That's the easy part. That's what everybody tends to do, right? Work on the physicality. But how many work on the mental health? How many work on their feelings? How many work on themselves to overcome whatever traumas they have been through? How many work on themselves to be the type of person they wish, they dream to be? How many work on themselves so they can be the one in charge of their life? Right? Status quo. Because they want to follow up with the Joneses. They want to be part of the people who have the money. They want to be part of those that are famous. They want to be known, right? They want to be flexing. Oh, you see my shoes, you see what I'm wearing. Oh my God, look at my car. They're gonna invest anything, they're gonna do anything to look rich. instead of actually being rich. Status quo. Now let me talk about specific genders and how society have this, oh, you had to do the. For the queens, my amazing and beautiful melanin queens, society is portraying onto you, is pushing onto us that in order for us to be successful, we need to sexualize our body. Because think about it, who are the type of females the mainstream is promoting, the TV shows are promoting, the social media is promoting? Because they want you to think and believe and feel that the only way you can succeed as a queen the only way you can succeed as a melanin girl is if you sexualize your body. You had to destroy that status quo. You had to destroy that belief, because you don't need to sexualize your body in order for you to be successful, in order for you to feel happy, in order for you to feel accomplished, in order for you to feel good enough. The same they're gonna push onto you that you must have makeup on, you must have big titties, big butt, because if you don't have big titties and big butt, you are not good enough, you are not powerful, you are not worthy. Destroy that belief, because it's false. You don't need makeup to feel powerful. And the reason why I'm saying you have to destroy that if you want to be successful, if you want to be happy or achieve your goals, is because if you think that you need makeup in order for you to feel good enough, to feel beautiful, to feel powerful, what are you going to do when you don't have makeup on? What are you going to do when you are natural? You're going to see yourself less? You're going to doubt yourself? You're going to think you cannot succeed because you don't have makeup on? No, queen. You got to destroy that belief so you can be confident enough into loving yourself the way you are naturally. You don't need no chemicals in order for you to feel beautiful or to feel powerful or to feel good enough. You do not. You do not. And until you don't accept yourself as you are naturally and you don't feel confident, you are going to keep feeling miserable and empty, because you are going to think that you need something outside of you to feel happy, to feel powerful, to feel good enough. No, queen. They want to think that, oh no, the girls that are on social media that are traveling, they're taking their pictures on Instagram, they want to believe that, oh, because you are not traveling or taking pictures, or because you don't have the type of lifestyle they have, you are missing out, you are worthless, you are useless, which is false. It's false, because you shouldn't compare your lifestyle to somebody else's lifestyle. If that girl is traveling because she has a big titty, big butt, or she's in private jet, she has all that money, do not envy her. Not because you don't have that lifestyle, it means that you are missing out. No. If you are seeking education instead of entertainment, you are winning, queen. If you are seeking self-discipline instead of drama, you are winning, queen. If you are seeking positivity instead of gossip, you are winning, queen. If you are seeking self-discipline, self-consistent instead of blaming or playing the victim, you are winning. If you have your job, you're making your money, you are sweating to achieve your goals, to achieving your dreams, to move forward with your life, you are winning. Because best believe, you build confidence by actually you sweating to make your own money, to move forward with your life, than you depending on a random guy to give you money for you to eat, or for you to travel, or for you to move forward with your life. Now let's talk about how this status quo affects the kings in a certain way. They tell the kings, if you want to be successful, if you want to be considered a powerful, a high-value man, you gotta have a Lamborghini, you gotta have a six-pack, you have to have a lot of girls around you. That's the image they are pushing onto you, king, on social media. But I'm here to tell you, you have to destroy that belief. You don't need a Lamborghini, thousands of girls around you for you to feel powerful, for you to feel worthy, for you to feel good enough. You did not. And also in the melanin community, they promote what do you see common, or that they push a lot into us, right? They're gonna be like, you know, athletes. If you want to succeed as a black, for example, in America, you hear things like, if you want to succeed as a black man in America, you have to be into sports. If you want to succeed as a black man in America, you have to be a rapper, a singer, a dancer. That is not true. Destroy that status quo. And because a lot of kings don't take time to think, as I said at the beginning, right? Be able to think for yourself and knowing who you are. A lot of kings are going to do the impossible just to fit into society squad, society standards. They're going to do the, oh, I need to have a Lamborghini. Oh no, I need to have a six-packs. Oh, I need to have girls around me. You do not. The same way you will go to the gym, right? To work on your body, you know, lift weight, oh, do push-up. That's how you should train and cultivate your mind. Train and cultivate your emotion. Another status quo you must destroy is the fact that, oh, men don't show emotions. Oh, men don't cry. Oh, I'm a man. I don't show emotions. I don't cry. Crap. Before you being a man, you are a human being, which means you are allowed to show your emotions. Most importantly, you are allowed to manage your emotions. And you are going to see in the melanin community how many melanin kings don't know how to manage the emotions, because they feel like, if I talk about emotions, I'm weak, I'm not good enough, I'm going to lose. Wrong. If you can manage your emotions, you are going to win. Do you know why? Because if you cannot manage your emotion, somebody is going to use your emotions to control you, to manipulate you. Break that belief, destroy that status quo that you are a man, you don't show emotions, you don't cry. Crap. If you need to cry, cry. Those are your tears anyways. You are a human being. You are allowed to cry. Absolutely. Aren't you? Yeah. They're going to say, oh no, you need to be an athlete. You need to be a rapper in order for you to succeed in America. We don't need more athletes, singers, dancers in the melanin community. As I said earlier, we need thinkers. We need educators. Because if all of you kings are playing basketball, are playing football, are playing soccer, who is going to educate the future generation? If nobody is an educator, nobody is a thinker, nobody is a teacher. You tell me who? If all of you are into sports, who is going to be the lawyers advocating for the future melanin kings, the future melanin queens? If all of you are singing, rapping, dancing, who is going to be in the hospital? Who is going to be the doctor healing our black melanin kings, melanin queens? Who is? Tell me, who is? Destroy, challenge the status quo. Be able to break all the limitations, to break all the stereotypes. Like they have told you that, oh no, as a melanin person, you gotta be this, you gotta be that, you gotta do this, you gotta be that. No. Take time to analyze all the information, all the beliefs, all the things you receive from the world, and filter it. And before you doing something, ask yourself, is this what I'm about to do going to beneficiate me? If the answer is no, don't do it. Because if you are living just because you want to follow what society tells you to follow, because you're gonna continue, you want to keep up with the Joneses, right? You want to be flexing. You want to be showing your money, you want to be like, oh my God, I got this and this and that. By the way, have you ever seen a wealthy person, not rich, a wealthy person who's on social media flexing on their Rolex, flexing on their Bugatti. Have you seen that? At least I haven't. Don't you ask yourself why? Because those people were able to destroy, challenge the status quo. That because you are this type of person, you have to show, you have to prove something. No, you do not. Break those mental limitations. Unlearn all the lies that society has been telling you. And you are under no obligation to live up to society's standards. Because guess what? If you die today, society will continue with you or without you. That's why it's important for you to be able to think for yourself, so you can create the life you want for yourself and not the life society has tell you to follow. Destroy any status quo. Oh no, because you are a man in person, you have to do this, you have to do that. Oh, black people only know how to dance, how to twerk, how to smoke, how to sing, how to be athletic because of their genes. That's like, that's just a limitation. That's just 1% on our excellence. Because us, melanin people, we are powerful in every aspect, in every dimension. We are God and goddesses. But because a lot of us, unfortunately, get caught up into the status quo, we give our power away and we become something we are not. Inventors, we are creators. We invented things. We wrote the world. Yes, we are. Oh, you don't believe me? Do your own research. There is a book that I have read years ago called when the world was black, or the black man invention, something around those lines. Google that book so you can see how people who look like you, have this type of hair, have this skin color, have created, have built things, have contributed, have done things for medication, have done things for technology, have done things so this world can be in a better place. But guess what? Those things, you don't see them on social media. Do you? No, you don't. Because as I told you, I think that there is a plan, or there's a strategy set up on melanin people for us to remain weak, to remain low, to remain stupid. That way other people can run the world, or that way other people can tell us what to do or not what to do. I'm here to tell you, break, destroy those mental limitations. Break, destroy those mental limitations. Do not settle to live a life society has created for you, because you can create your own life. You are under no obligation to live your life based on how somebody else wants you to live it, based on what somebody else wants you to do. Especially if you have dreams, if you have goals, if you want to acquire an unbelievable amount of success, you gotta be a rebel. You gotta be stubborn. Yeah. That you're gonna silence the noise. You're gonna silence whoever is talking to you. Be like, I'm not gonna listen to you. No matter who you are, I'm not listening to you. I'm going to do what I choose to do. Oh yes. Next point. This one is huge. It is going to hurt a lot of people's feelings. Ignore family. Listen to results. I'm going to say it again. Ignore your family members and listen to results. And before you get offended or you attack me, and by the way, if you are easily offended, you are easily manipulated. Ignore your family. Listen to results. Why is that? Especially if you are an entrepreneur, if you have dreams, if you have goals, if you want to be successful, right? Especially if you want to achieve something that none of your family members have achieved before, you have to learn to ignore them. Do you know why? Clear example. Let's assume you have never made $1 billion. And then I come to you and ask you, hey, How can I make $1 billion? Why are you going to tell me? Which information, which advice are you going to give me if you yourself haven't made that $1 billion? Which is a mistake a lot of melanin people commit. They will go and ask their family or their friends who have never achieved something they want to achieve. They will ask them for advice. They will ask them for the information. Which information are they going to give you? How efficient, how valid that information is going to be if they haven't achieved what you want to achieve. And because if you listen to your family, that's on you. However, if you listen to results, you are going to excel, you are going to improve, you are going to make progress. Because results are the only thing that are going to show you what is right and what is left. What is right and what is wrong. Results, not your family, not your friends. None of the people you listen to that in your circle are going to give you better information than the results. So learn to ignore your family. I want to give a personal story. Why, especially if you are African, if you have been raised and going African, this might be heavy to you. I get it, right? Because in Africa, what they tell us, no, family first. You gotta listen to your parents. You gotta listen to your siblings. You gotta listen to your auntie. They tell you to listen to people older than you, which is good because it's a sign of respect. But as I grow, I have learned to ignore people who are from my family. Absolutely. I'm gonna tell you why. Whenever I started, I remember when I was back home years ago. I was still a teenager, I think. I was thinking, I always get excited. I was thinking about, I want to make a YouTube video. Oh wow. One day my video, somebody will see it far from the world. I will be able to travel the world, inspiring and motivating people. But I'll be saying those things even around my friends or even around my family. They're gonna be like, what? Stop talking about that. Focus on your school. You're wasting your time. Don't even make a video. What is that? Please, please, please. You're making noise. You think you can travel the world, inspire the people? They made fun of my dreams. And because I listened to their words a lot, I stopped. I stopped dreaming about traveling the world. I stopped trying to educate myself so I can be a better speaker, so I can empower and inspire others. Why? Because I listened to my family and friends. And they were giving me nothing but negativity. Nothing but telling me, you cannot make it, you will not make it, don't even try. What a mistake I made. I hope you learn from my mistake. Ignore your family and friends. Because whenever I was able to step outside and be far away and not be physically connected with my family and friends, and I choose to start dreaming again about me making videos. I'm gonna be traveling the world, inspiring, changing people's life in the most positive way. I was able to make it. Why? Because I ignored their opinion, I ignored their voices, and I listened to the results. I listened to the results. And because I kept listening to the results, now look at where I am. If I have listened to my family and friends, I'm telling you, you will not be watching this video today. I wouldn't even have a YouTube channel. If I have listened to my family and friends, I wouldn't be as confident as I am today. I wouldn't be as intelligent as I am today. I wouldn't have as much skills as I have today. Because that is something I noticed in a lot of African households. Because your dad or your mom or your sister or brother or your uncle didn't do it, they're going to make you believe and think and feel that you cannot make it as well, which is wrong. A lot of family, a lot of African members, a lot of melanin people are extremely good at putting your dreams down. Extremely good at telling you, you cannot do it, you cannot make it. So if you listen to them, you are going nowhere in life. But if you ignore them and you pay attention to the results, which means whenever you do something towards your goals or towards your dreams, towards your success, the results you are going to receive from doing that thing, listen to it. Because those results are the only thing that are going to guide you and give you the feedback. You're going to listen to people. People are going to give you their opinion, their perspective, but the result is going to show you what it is. Imagine you listening to your friends. Let's say you want to make, the same example, you want to make $1 billion. I bet you there are a lot of melanin people that if you tell them today, hey guys, you know what? One day I want to make $10 billion. They're going to think you are crazy. They're going to be like, what? You? $10? Oh my God, forget about it. They're going to start joking, making fun of your dream, making fun of your goals. If you want to achieve your goals, achieve your dreams, you have to be willing to ignore your family, your friends. You have to be willing to ignore anybody that tells you it's impossible. You cannot make it. You have to ignore anybody. Because also, back then I didn't think it that way. But now I can say it. Why will you listen to them in the first place? They have never did anything towards entrepreneurship, anything about dreaming high and reaching goals and dreams. The only thing they know is work for somebody else, pay the bills, sleep, eat. Work for somebody else, pay the bill, sleep, eat. So whenever you want to bring something different, of course they're going to think you are crazy. Because you are bringing something that they couldn't do. And because they couldn't see themselves doing it, they're going to portray that fear, that insecurities onto you. That's why you have to ignore them. Another mistake I have made in the past too, I think I already said it, is listen to people who don't have the life I want to have. People who I wouldn't trade my life for theirs. But I listen to them. Why? Well, because I was dumb. But guess what? I learned from the mistake. Don't be like me and learn now, today. If you ask anybody an advice, think, is that person knowledgeable in that subject? How good, how successful, how great that person is in that subject? Because imagine I am an alcoholic, my friend is an alcoholic too. And I asked my friend, I told my friend, hey, you know what? Teach me how to stop drinking. What? What's my friend going to tell me? Nothing. But that's a mistake a lot of you are making. Asking people who don't have what you want to have for advice. It's like somebody who has no confidence. You're going to go ask them how to be confident. Why would you do that? Another example, why you should ignore people who hasn't acquired the level of success or peace. Why you should ignore other people. Imagine you are a basketball player. Would you prefer to be trained by Kobe Bryant or to be trained by your homeboy that works out at your school or in your neighbor? I hope you have said you prefer to be trained by Kobe Bryant. Why? Because Kobe Bryant has the experience, has the knowledge, has the skills that you want to achieve, you want to acquire. Your homeboy, your homegirl doesn't have the experience you want to experience. So why will you listen to your homeboy or your homegirl or whoever is training you? You gotta listen to experts. Experts in the sense of, if that person already have the results you want, listen to the person. The person knows what he or she is talking about because the person have done it already. But a lot of you are going to listen to people who have never done anything you want to accomplish. Another example, I think I already mentioned it too, the school system. You're going to go in a business class and listen to professors who have never opened or started a business. How crazy that is. But they tell us, go to school. Go to school. School gonna make you successful. School is the way of life. It is not. Self-education, thinking for yourself, building your own things is the way of life. Listen to the people who already have the result you want. Listen to the people who already have done what you want to do, because experience is the best teacher. Your results as well. But in order for you to have results, you have to do things. I'm sorry. You're not going to have results by dreaming, by talking, by having imagination about the things you want to do, the things you want to accomplish. No, you will not. By you doing things, you are going to have the results. Do it actually. Do it. That goal, that dream, that thing you want to do, start by doing it now, today. Because with your actions, you are going to receive results. And those results are going to teach you. For example, if you do something today and you fail, learn from that failure, because failure is a result that is telling you, hey, what you did didn't work, try something else. Your results are going to teach you, okay, work on this, okay, ignore this, try this. Results, outcome. Listen to the results, listen to the outcomes, not people. Listen to the data, listen to the facts that you have about your business, about your life. And another example of why you should listen to the results. Me, when I started on TikTok last year, I knew nothing about TikTok. I didn't know how to put the captions. I didn't know how to edit the music. I knew nothing. You can even go watch my friend's video on TikTok. I think that video has like what? 2 comments. I didn't know nothing, but I still do it. Why? Because why not? I still post the video. I kept creating video months and months and months. And then one of my videos went viral. I was like, what did I do different? Why this video succeed and the rest didn't? So what I did, I analyzed the video of mine that did great. Okay, what did I do? How did I use my voice? Which type of caption did I make? What's the topic about? I analyzed that video, and from that viral video, the rest of the video that I made after that video way better than the videos I made before that viral video. What changed? Me listening to the results, me analyzing the data on what worked in that video. Why is the video viral? Why are people sharing this video? Why is this video having those results? I listen to the results and not people. Also, when I started on TikTok, people told me, family, including friends, they told me, Christina, I know you are a very funny person. You can go on TikTok and make jokes. I was like, no, I know I'm funny, but I don't want to make jokes on TikToks. I don't want to do it. They were like, Christina, you know how to dance, girl. You got the vibe. You got to go on TikTok and dance. And I tell them, no. That's not the goal. That's not the purpose I have for my TikTok. I know how to dance. I dance extremely good. I know it. But I didn't do it. I ignored their opinions and I listened to myself on the result that I want to have. A lot of you are not doing it. You are listening to your friend that hasn't opened a business about how to open a business. You are listening to your sister that is in a toxic relationship about how to be happy in a relationship. You are listening to your alcoholic friends on how to stop drinking. You are listening to your lazy family members on how to be disciplined and how to be confident. Why are you doing that? That's logic. Mind you, I love my family. I love my friends. But even if I love them, I can ignore the opinion they are giving me because I know none of them as of right now, none of my family members or friends as of right now has made $1 billion. So I'm not going to listen to them on how to make $1 billion. I prefer to go work for somebody who already made the $1 billion than to listen to somebody who has never made $1 billion. Why? Because this results. If you want to be successful, pay attention to your results. Analyze your data. If you have a business, analyze the information. Not what do you think worked or didn't work, or what is fancy or what is not fancy. What gives you the results you want? Whatever gives you the results you want, keep doing it. Even if it's boring, even if it's tiring, but keep doing it. Because you want to receive the result. Since you are doing something and it's giving you the result that you want, why will you stop doing it? But a lot of people trying to get, let me be fancy, let me listen to my friends, to my classmates, to my associates, to my family members, and then I can change. No. Ignore the noise. Ignore and listen to the result, because those are facts. Analyze your data. Analyze your outcome. Whatever you did, what happened after that? You said this, what happened that? You touched this, what happened after that? Results. Listen to results. Listen to outcome. Listen to the facts. Listen to the experience. Listen to what gives you the results you want, and not to people who haven't done what you want to do, who haven't accomplished. And because, for example, in the Mali community, at least from my experience, when I started making videos, nobody supported me. My associates, my classmates, my friend were like, Christina, you're wasting your time. Why are you making videos? You talk too much. Stop making those videos. Nobody will going to watch those videos. They told me all of that. But guess what? I didn't listen to them. I kept posting videos. And what did I tell you before? I was dreaming that I would be able to travel the world, inspiring and motivating people. But thanks to TikTok, I don't have to travel physically for my videos to inspire, to motivate people. If you're watching this channel, you have been watching me for a long time, you can be a testimony that I give inspiration and motivation. And it's people from all over the world. And now, the associates, the family, the friends that were laughing at me because of that dream, now are telling me, oh my God, you made it? Oh wow, we always believed in you. People from China watching your videos, people from Angola, people from Nigeria, people from Ghana. Oh my God, you are international. I'm like, yeah, thank you. But why am I successful? Because I kept going. I did not stop. I know who I am. I believe in myself extremely. I have self-confidence, self-belief. I support myself. I invest in myself. I love myself. I am consistent. And I don't live my life based on status quo. I live my life based on my own standards, based on my own beliefs. And here I am. Next topic. This is a huge one, especially if you want to be successful, or you want to accomplish your goals. Self-image. I'm going to read a quote from this book. I don't know if you have read this book. I'm going to read a quote that summarizes so you can understand self-image. Self-image, just to start off, is self, the way you see yourself. And the way you see yourself creates your reality. So if you want to change your reality, you have to change the way you see yourself. And if you be like, oh no, I can't change myself, I can't change my identity, that's false. Do you know why? Because your behaviors are usually a reflection of your identity. What you do is an indication of the type of person you believe that you are, either conscious or unconsciously. What you do, your actions, is an indication of the person that you are, conscious or unconsciously. So if right now your actions are not making you accomplish your goals, What are you going to do? Change your actions. Change your habit. Change your mindset. In the best, the most efficient way you can change anything about yourself is by changing your belief system. By changing who you are as a whole. By reinventing yourself. By recreating yourself. I think he even said that in this book. That there is three types of layers to change a behavior. The first layer is changing your outcomes. The second one is changing your process. The third one, which is key, and it says here, the third and deepest layer is changing your identity. Changing your identity to create the identity you want to have. To create the person you want to be. Because you can recreate yourself. You can reinvent yourself. You are not a statue that you cannot change. You cannot move. You cannot modify yourself. You are not. And the reason why, self-image is extremely important, the number one factor, in my opinion at least, to be successful or to be happier, is because you act based on how you feel and how you think about yourself. You behave in the way you think, in the way you feel about yourself. For example, if you think you are not good enough, if you think you are stupid, if you think you are weak, if you think you don't deserve to be happy, if you think you cannot make money, you are going to act as of it. Oh, you don't believe me? Example, you yourself. Let's assume you don't have confidence on yourself. How are you gonna behave? You're gonna be hiding yourself. You're gonna be insecure. Why? Because you are not confident in yourself, which is what self-image. Whatever you believe about yourself, you are absolutely right. Because nobody can tell you otherwise. If you tell me, Christina, I am stupid, I'm going to believe you. Because you know yourself more than I do. However, if you're watching this video, I believe you want to achieve your goals. You want to be successful. You want to be happier or more successful. How do you do that? By changing your image. You have to ask yourself, who is the person I want to be? How does that person act? How does that person behave? How does that person eat? What are the habits? What are the actions? What are the attitudes of that person that you want to become? So once you find the habits of the person you want to become, then you do it. You do it. I'm going to give you an example about myself. As I tell you, I always envision and dream and had the goal of traveling the world, inspiring and motivating people. What did I do? Well, I asked myself, the person that has the goals, the person that has the success I want to have, how does this person behave? What are the habits of that person? What is the mindset of that person? How does that person invest her time? And I wrote down the answers. Okay, that person had this habit. So what did I do? I started having the habits of the person I want to become. I was like, she traveled the world inspiring, motivating people. She's educated, she's positive, she's confident, she's disciplined. All of those habits, I have them. Right now I have them. Because I envision my higher self, and I am having today, now, the habits of the person I want to become. That's how you change your self-image. Ask yourself, who do I want to become? Who do I want to be? Which type of habits, which type of mindset, which type of behaviors does that person have? And once you find out what are the habits of that person, start doing them. Because a lot of you, unfortunately, I'm sorry to say it, but you have a horrible self-image. You treat yourself as a piece of shit. You disrespect yourself. You don't love yourself. You don't believe yourself. you don't invest in yourself. Your self-image is horrible. So why are you surprised if you are not making progress, if you are not achieving your goals or your dreams? Guess what? Your self-image is horrible. The way you see yourself is horrible, and it's negative and it's low. But don't get it twisted though. It's not about being like, oh, you know what? I see myself as positive. I am great. I am amazing. I am good enough. That's not how it works. If you're going to say, I am powerful, I am good enough, I am strong, make sure your actions can back you up. Because no matter how much you can lie to yourself, telling yourself, I am good enough, I am great, I am powerful. But if you act, every day you act, you are doubting yourself, you are lazy, you don't invest on yourself, you don't compliment yourself, then you are lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself. And there is a formula that I read in a book. The book name is Psychocybernetics. Google it. Book Psychocybernetics. That book helped me understand this concept the most. Because the formula to create or to change your current self-image is mental picture. You have to visualize, you have to imagine, you have to dream about the person you want to be. Second, you have to desire to be that person every single day. You have to desire with all you have to be that person every day. Third factor for the formula, which is the most important, you have to take actions towards the person you want to become. Picture, visualize, imagine the person that has the success you want to have, the money you want to have, the happiness you want to have. What does that person look like? Picture that in your imagination. Second, with all you have, with all your strength, desire to be that person. Desire to be that person every day. Third, the most important, actions. Take actions to become the picture you have in your mind about yourself. Take actions to become the picture you have in your mind about yourself. Those are the three pillars to change your self-image. Because, and the way I'm saying, why I'm saying that actions is the most important, because it doesn't matter how much you can wish to be happy, to be positive, to be successful, to be great, to make money, to travel the world. If you do nothing towards that you are imagining, you will never accomplish it. No matter how much you're going to talk about your goals, pray about your goals, dream about your goals, if you don't take actions consistently towards that goal, towards that life, towards whatever you are imagining, it's not going to happen in reality. Because action is the only thing that brings results. Action is the only thing that brings progress. So if your actions are not serving the life you want to have, change your actions. If your actions are not serving the person you want to be, change your actions. Change your actions. Because best believe, your mind, our minds are extremely powerful. You have to learn, in order for you to change your self-image or to change your life in general, you have to train your mind as a machine that you can train, that you can work on to create beliefs, to create systems that are going to give you the life you want. Train your mind. Train your mind towards the life you want to have. Train your mind towards the dreams you want to accomplish. Train your mind towards the amount of money you want to make. Train your mind towards whatever results, whatever experience you want to have in your own life. And it's possible. It is possible. I know, right? A lot of melanin people, when you talk about changing your mindset, changing your habit, like what? Changing what? No, I can't change myself. Oh, that's the way I am. That's how I was raised, which is false. I think I said at the beginning, I'm going to read it again. If you think you cannot change yourself, it's wrong. Listen out. I'm thinking this in this page. Okay, if you believe you cannot change yourself, that's crap. It is a lie. Every belief, including those about yourself, is learned and conditioned through experience. I'm going to say it again. Every belief, including those you have about yourself, is learned and conditioned through experience. Those are facts. Everything that nowadays you know is because of your experience, or because of the people you have listened to, or because of your environment. And every belief you have about yourself, you can change them. Because the same way you learn those beliefs, you can unlearn them. The same way you have a current self-image, you can change that self-image into another self-image if that self-image is not giving you the life you want. All the beliefs you have are learnable. But you have to do an assignment. I have an exercise for you. You have to go, you have to sit down and be brutally honest about yourself. All the belief, analyze all your belief system. Everything you believe about yourself, about life, about money, about business, about religion, about politician, about sex. Analyze all your beliefs and ask yourself, which one of those beliefs are not serving me? Which one of those beliefs are destroying me? Which one of those beliefs are not giving me the life I want for myself? Which one of those beliefs are stopping me, are blocking me, are limiting me? That's an exercise for you. And you have to figure out the answer, because you will be surprised of how many people walk around life with beliefs that destroy them. I'm not saying it's to be funny, but it's the truth. You're going to see your people who walk every day, that do things that they know those things are destroying them, but they choose to do it. Why? Because they are scared of changing. Because they refuse to change. And because change is painful. And when something is painful, what do? We try to avoid it, stay away from it, deny it. Guess what? Pain can teach you. Pain can empower you. Instead of you being scared of change, accept change so you can evolve. Because look around you, everything in life is evolving. So if you don't evolve, you are not living. You change. Your body change. That's not the body you have when you were born. But if you don't allow yourself to change, a lot of people have the wrong identity about themselves, so they cannot change their self-image. Self-image. Change your self-image. You can change your self-image. And you have to change your self-image. If it's the way you see yourself. And another way you can change your self-image is by the way you talk to yourself. A lot of you walk in life talking negative about yourself. Talking toxic about yourself. Putting yourself miserable. Disrespecting yourself. You do it, nobody else. You will be surprised of how many people have negative self-talk. They wake up every day, oh, I hate my life. Oh, I hate my body. I hate my family. Life is shit. Negativity everywhere. And your mind is listening to it. Whatever your mind listens to the most and consistently, your mind is going to become. And then you are surprised why you are unhappy, why you feel empty, why you are negative, why you are not succeeding. Look at your self-talk. Look at the way you talk to yourself. Change that negative self-talk with positive self-talk. Tell yourself positive and amazing and beautiful things. See, let's go back to this self-government. Be the owner, govern your own self. Give yourself all the love, all the attention, all the positivity you want to receive from everybody else. A lot of you have negative self-talk and negative self-image, and that's the reason you will never succeed. I'm sorry, it's the truth. Because nobody is stopping you from you changing your life, from you changing your habits, from you changing your mindset, but you are doing it. Or because you are too attached to what you know. You are too attached to what you have been brainwashed to believe about yourself. You are too attached to what social media says, to what religion says, to what your boyfriend says, to what your exes, to what your parents says, to what your sibling tell. You are too attached to the person you used to be that you are never going to become the person you want to become. It's the truth. Self-image. Read a book, psychocybernetics. It's going to show you how you can train your mind to create a system, to create habits, to create behaviors that you want to experience. And another thing, another exercise that you can do if you want to change your self-image is, I want you to imagine the person you are never going to be. The person you will hate to become. I want you to imagine that person. Have that person now in your mind? Okay, now write down the type of habits, the mindset, the attitude, the thoughts, the behaviors of that person. Write them down, right? Those are the behaviors, the mindset, the attitudes, the thoughts, the actions of the person you don't want to become. Guess what? Don't do them. As simple as that. As simple as that. Visualize the person you will hate to become. What does that person look like? How does that person talk? You talk different. Which type of habits that person have? You will have different habits. Which type of mindset that person have? You will have a different mindset. Which type of food that person eat? You go and eat a different food. Which type of place that person go every day? You go in different places. Visualize the person you will hate. The person you can die, that you don't want to be, that you refuse to be. Name all the qualities, all the aspects of that person, and you don't do those habits. Because if you do the habits of the person you don't want to become, you are going to become that person. Self-image. Simply start acting, thinking as the person you wish to be, as the person you want to be. You say you want to be successful, you want to make millions, trillions, you want to achieve your goals, achieve your dreams. Okay, then ask yourself, which type of habit that person that has the goals I want, the dreams I want, the success I want, the money I want, which type of habit that person have, and you go and have those habits. Because again, you can train your mind. You can train your mind to create systems, to create behaviors, to create habits that are going to give you the life you want. And this requires a lot of work, a lot of internal work. You need to work on yourself the most. Here, right? Remember, demand from yourself, expect from yourself. You have to work on yourself because there's a lot of internal work you must do. A lot of things you need to heal. A lot of things, people you need to forgive. A lot of things you need to overcome. A lot of things you need to learn. And all of that on you. You need to work on yourself more than you work on anything and more than you work on anyone. Change your self-image. You can, in the books I named psychocybernetics, and also by this book too can help you if you are serious about the self-image. And by the way, no matter how many books you are going to read, no matter how many books you are going to read, books are not going to fix you. Books are not going to change you. Books are not going to do for you what you cannot do for yourself. Books are not going to make you rich. This book is not going to make you confident. This book is not going to make you billions. This book is not going to change your self-image. Do you know what can tell your self-image? You taking actions with the information, with the guidance, with the motivation, with the inspiration. Because no matter how many books about money you can make, if you don't take steps, if your actions are not towards making money, you will never make money. No matter how many books you can read, if you don't take action, if you don't take steps, your life is not going to change. I know I'm going to put a lot of book recommendation in the description box, so you can go check them out if you want, if you please. But none of those books are going to change your life or are going to make you happier or give you success. It's on you. Books are not going to make you rich. Your actions are. Books are not going to make you confident. Your actions are. Books are not going to make you a successful. Your actions are. Books are not going to give you peace. Your actions are. Books are not going to make you happy. Your actions are. If your actions are not matching the life you desire, you will never have that life. Because I get it, books are good. Books can give you information. Books can give you guidance. Books can give you motivation. Books can give you inspiration. But a book is never going to do for you what you cannot do for your own self. A book does not replace the work you had to do. A book does not replace the amount of steps you had to take to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. So again, no matter how many books you can read, it's on you to change your life. It's on you to give your life the one you want, not on a book and not on other people. Almost done. Let's talk about health. Let's talk about health, which, by the way, this is the most important thing, because without this, none of this is possible. If you are not healthy, you are nothing. If you are not healthy, you cannot perform, you cannot think, you cannot behave, you cannot move, you cannot act. Make your health the number one priority. I'm going to emphasize on that because, for example, here in the United States, a lot of melanin people eat horrible. A lot of melanin people eat horrible. But we are forgetting that the people, the food we consume become us. Because whatever you put in your mouth, that goes in your system. You will be surprised of how many melanin people don't even question what they eat. Don't even ask themselves, why do I eat? I have met people who eat because they are bored. What? So because you are bored, the first thing you do is think about food. Take care of your health. And also, in the melanin community, at least in this country, some people are clapping and promoting obesity. They're going to see an obese person. Instead of telling them the truth, like, hey, you know, if you are obese, you are powerful, you are worthy, you are good enough. But hey, are you healthy? But no, I don't want to say, because I want to be hurting people's feelings. What do you prefer? To lie to them. If you are lying to somebody, you are not doing them a favor. I think that one of the quotes that Thomas Sowell said, that if you tell people what they want to hear, you want to help yourself. But if you tell people what they need to hear, you are helping them. I don't know if I said the quote properly. I'm going to put it in the description of the video. Health. Stop giving your body trash food. Your body is not a trash can. Your body is not a trash can. Health as of, do you know you can heal yourself? Don't look at me as if I'm crazy, because I'm not. You can heal yourself. You can heal yourself. You don't believe me? Years ago too, I was ignorant on that. And I thought that's impossible. The only way I can get healed is if I go to the doctor, they give me a pill, and that's it. Oh, I was so wrong. But I learned from my lesson. You can heal yourself. Oh, you don't believe me? Okay. Learn about neuroplasticity. Learn about epigenetics. Do your research on those two things. Learn about neuroplasticity. Learn about epigenetics. So you can see how your own thoughts can destroy your health, or your own thoughts can empower your health. Your own thoughts can kill you, can destroy you. Your own thoughts can heal you, can empower you. The food you eat, the same. Haven't you seen, oh, well, I don't know if you pay attention to what you eat, that whenever you eat a burger, your body reacts a certain way. But whenever you just eat a mango, your body reacts different. Why is that? Because your body is a natural body, which needs natural and living foods. But if you eat McDonald's every single day, you drink soda every single day, you think you are going to be healthy? You're not going to be able to think correctly. You're not going to have energy to perform at your best. Because that's the thing. A lot of our people, melanin kings and queens, they are not succeeding, or they are not happy just because of the food they eat. I want to give an example. I always use myself because I know me more than anybody else. I work out every day at 5 a.m., sometimes 4 a.m. And people tell me, how do you do that? You crazy. 4 a.m.? Oh my God. Do you sleep? Aren't you tired? Aren't you sleepy? My answer is no. I'm not tired, I'm not sleepy. Why? Because of my thoughts, because of my behaviors, because of the way I talk to myself, and because of the food I eat. Right now, what time it is? Right now is, I think it's 3:37, and I haven't ate. Last time I ate was yesterday lunchtime. I think I ate lunch at 1 p.m. yesterday. So it has almost been, not almost, it has already been 24 hours since my last meal. But look at me. Do I look tired to you? Do I look lazy? Do I look sleepy? No. I haven't ate in the whole day. And look at how active, how vivid, how bright, how positive. Look at how my energy comes out. Great. Why is that? I'm not a type of alien. I'm not. Because I have learned that with my thoughts, my behaviors, my feelings, my actions, and my habits, I can heal myself. I can give myself energy naturally. That's why I like to work out outside, in the nature, barefoot. Because when I put my feet in the nature barefoot, it recharges me. That's why I love summer. Because the sun is out and I can spend hours under the sun, just feeling the sun. That's it. But I'm saying this, a lot of melanin people are going to think I'm crazy. Well, you go ahead and think I'm crazy. But we continue. Health, make your health your priority. Stop giving your body trash food, because your body is not a trash can. You say you have goals, you say you have dreams. Imagine you are achieving your goals, achieving your dreams, but you are unhealthy. You are about to die. Your legs don't work, your mind don't work, your body is full of trash. You perform deficiently. You are always lazy. You are always sleepy. You are always low on energy. Take care of your health. Find holistic and natural ways in where you can recharge yourself. You don't need chemicals to have strength, to have energy. For example, I'm going to use me as well. I have spent a lot of years training, working out, because I love to work out, because I love it, I enjoy it, and you can, I don't know, I love my body, I have the body I want to have. For me, I have my own body goals. I work for all of it. I have never taken steroids. I have never not even take energy drinks. And people see me training hours and hours. They see my energy so high. They'll be like, no girl, you do take something. I don't take nothing. No energy drink, no protein, whatever, no steroids. Natural. Water, fruit, sun. Positive thoughts, loving thoughts. That's it. But to you it's gonna sound crazy. Why? Because you have been brainwashed to believe otherwise. But don't believe me. Go ahead and do your own research on epigenetic and neuroplasticity, so you can learn how you can heal yourself. Oh, I bet the status quo didn't tell you that, right? I bet most of your family don't think that is right? They'll be like, oh, no, you need to go to the doctor. You need this pill. Pills? A pill is only going to reduce the symptom. But reducing the symptom does not take the problem away. You go into the roots of the problem, the roots of the illness, the roots of whatever is bothering you. That's how you can heal yourself. A lot of people are going to feel a little bit of pain. I need a pill. But you cannot ask yourself, which one of my thoughts have created this problem of this pain? No. Oh, I don't feel good. Pill. Oh, I have a headache. Pill. Why whenever you have a headache, you don't take a pill and you simply go outside and hang out with the sun? You go outside and you hug a tree, or just drink water and shut up. Because other people that have been conditioned to always look for the answer outside of them. Guess what? Nobody can heal you without your permission. Nobody can heal you but you. Even when you go to the doctor, they still need to ask you questions. The doctor doesn't know you more than you know yourself. And because at least, I don't know the last time I have been in the hospital. When was the last time I went to the hospital? I can't even remember. Wow. When was the last time I was in the hospital? I don't know, guys. It's crazy. Has been that long? Damn. Anyway, back to the topic. Whenever people go to the doctor, the doctor asks them questions, right? But I don't think a doctor is going to ask you, what are your habits? What type of thought do you have consistently? What do you eat? No. He's going to tell you, oh, doctor, I have a headache. Okay, take this pill. Oh, doctor, I'm depressed. Okay, this pill. The solution is not the pill. The solution is you going to the roots. You figuring out which one of your thoughts is creating the problems you have, or which food is creating the problems you have. Take care of your health, and your health will take care of the rest. Your physical health, your mental health, your financial health, your spiritual health. Take care of it. Learn about epigenetics. Learn about neuroplasticity. And you can perfectly ignore this full video and go do your own research. Don't listen to me. Who am I? Nobody. Great. Go out there and do your own research. So that was it. I covered all the points I want to cover. And I'm going to remind you again, if you are a melanin person, if you are serious about changing your life, those are the unpopular truths. Unpopular because you're not going to find this information everywhere. Not everyone wants to, but this is the truth. I didn't come here and sugarcoat things. I tell you the things as they are. And if you think I'm lying, if you think this is false, okay, prove me wrong in the comments. Okay? Identity. Who were you before society told you to be? Who were you before your friends, before religion, before social media, before politicians, before the government, before your classmates, before your workmates told you who to be. Who were you? Self-governing. You gotta be in control of yourself because you are the only one in charge of your life. Self-discipline, self-confidence, self-respect, self-love. If you don't respect yourself, don't even expect somebody else to come and respect you. You are the owner of your life. Your happiness is your responsibility. Your success is your responsibility. Stop blaming or expecting other people to come and make you happy, give you money, make you successful. You go and make yourself successful. You make yourself happy. You make yourself strong. You make yourself beautiful or handsome. You, not other people. Self-discipline and consistency. Self-confidence. Discipline so you can keep going. No matter if you fail or if you made a mistake. Because guess what? Failures and mistakes are feedbacks. Failures and mistakes are lessons. But they don't tell you that in the school, right? They tell you in the school that if you fail or made a mistake, something is wrong with you. Which is false. You made a mistake or you fail, that is a lesson you must learn. See your failures, your mistake as a feedback and not as punishment. Destroy challenge status quo. You don't have to live up to society's standards. Learn to live of your own standards. Learn to define things. What does happiness look like to you? What does success look like to you? What does joy look like to you? What does peace look like to you? You, not other people. And once you find out how does those things look like to you or resonate with who you truly are and not who other people want you to be, that's it. That's the answer. Destroy all the beliefs that limitate you, that put you in a box. Destroy them all. Because you are an infinite being. There is no limitation on the things you can do or you can accomplish. The only one stopping or limiting you is you. You don't have no change, do you? Do you have any change on you? No. So who's stopping you? You. Simple. Ignore family, friends, associates. Sorry, I had to finish this video this way. My phone battery died, but I think I'm gonna complete it. Here, we're talking about ignore family, friends, associates, co-workers. Ignore anyone who's telling you it's impossible, you cannot make it, you are crazy. Ignore anyone that is talking. Even me, ignore me. But don't ignore the results of your outcomes. Don't ignore your outcomes. Don't ignore the things that you are doing and the power that the things that you are doing have. Because whatever you are doing is creating the results you are having. So if you're not happy with the result, then change what you are doing. But pay attention to the results. Pay attention to the information. Pay attention to the data. Pay attention to the facts and not people's opinions. Self-image. If you want to change your life, change the way you see yourself, change the way you feel about yourself, change the way you think about yourself. And you can do it. Remember I said what? Learn about psychocybernetics. I'm going to put the link of the book in the description box. Because guess what? Visualize the person who you want to be. What does that person look like? Which type of habit, which type of mindset does that person have? And you now, today, start having the habits, the mindset, the attitude, the behaviors that the person you envision to have already have. Because if you do the opposite and you have the habits, the mindset, the behaviors, and the attitude of the person you don't want to be, you are going to become that person. Do you know why? Because your actions, your habits create your reality. Health. Make it a priority. Health is a priority because without this, all of this is not possible. Without your health, you cannot achieve your goals. You cannot achieve your dreams. Without your health, where are you going in life? Make it a priority. Your emotional, your physical health, mental health, spiritual health, financial health. Everything that concerns your health, make it a priority because this is number one. Without this, none of this is possible. Without your health, because what is the point of you being you having millions, but you are sick, about to die? Is it worth it? No. Making health your priority. How can you do that? You can heal yourself. And I'm not saying this because I'm some type of guru. I know everything. No. You can heal yourself by learning about epigenetic and neuroplasticity. I'm going to put also too in the description. Thank you, man in child. Remember, man in child, you are powerful, you are worthy, you are good enough. This is powerful. This is energy. This is life. This is gold. This is more than money. This is universe. This is energy. This is anything. This is everything. This is beautiful. This is strong. This is wise. This is life. Melanin child, you are powerful. You are worthy. You are good enough. You are a god. You are a goddess. If this video was helpful, let me know in the comments and share it with other melanin kings and queens. Right? Let's share the education. Let's share the positivity. Let's share the information that can help us, that can empower us. Because guess what? You are powerful. You are worthy. You are good enough. And share it with all the melanin kings and queens so we can remain and we can remember who we are before society tells us who to be. All the information, all the books, all the authors that I mentioned in the video, I'm going to put them in the description box. Subscribe and see you in my next video. Thank you for your attention.